Good morning, and welcome to the Deal Room Live, the daily real estate deal tank powered by Titan Impact Group, a global leader in AI-driven real estate investing and funding, where the real estate world meets speed, precision, and profit. And bring us your deal so we can put it into our AI model that analyzes and structures real estate deals in minutes, generates all the docs you need to get the deal done, and gives you a verified, unbiased breakdown of due diligence report. The investors get the advantage of getting fully vetted AI analyzed deals that cut their due diligence time down by 60%. So you're in the right place. Let's open the deal room now and get into today's opportunity.
The only information I have on the mobile home on the property is that it is a 1973 Kelly Homes Bay Shore 12. That was a copy of the recorded fixtures attached for your reference. Okay. So did she add that in or?
No, she can't add anything in.
Oh, she can't add anything in. Okay.
The other part of the email saying that she has, by law, she can't.
Oh, I didn't see that. I see it now. Escrow cannot fill out any information on a FSBA. Information, if you don't have it, will need to be filled in by the seller, and the seller will need to contact the lender who provided funding to get the amount remaining for the sale price. Once all sections are complete, each party will need to initial each page and sign where indicated for that test, and we can get escrow open. Oh, okay. So I'm going to add that information in, and then if we're just taking, if the sales price is just the balance of the loan, do you have the latest mortgage statement, or can you get the latest mortgage statement?
There's not really a mortgage statement because let me see what I can pull up here on.
Basically, you just need to know if you're taking it subject to, then you need to know what the existing balance on the loan is. That's the sales price.
I'm going to forward it to you right now. So it's original UPB. There's a 16% interest rate on it.
And then what insurance are you at it?
We haven't done the insurance part yet. That one, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do with that part. What do we do with that part? Pretty redheaded then.
I have no idea.
For insurance?
Can you call USAA? Possibly would do it.
I could reach out to USA and see. Okay, let me.
They're by far the best rates in my experience.
Insurance
As
US.
long as you don't have.
This is going to be a commercial property though, so I'm also going to reach out to my other broker. This email is to John Prillman. I'm talking about an email to John Mazzarella's attorney.
Correct. Mine was to John Prillman's attorney. So I didn't know if you wanted to attach what I said, what I'm about to say to Prillman to what you're saying to.
I can run it through that and see. Yeah.
Because the letter to Prillman is basically stating that they're in default, not us. And so you saying yes, that John Mazzarella reaching out is behind our back is 100% that. Right?
Yep.
So absolutely.
Okay, so let me show Linda.
And then also put on there, tell Linda that it's been discovered that he committed fraud by lying on the loan application that put us in this situation.
Email.
Camille, is that the person from yesterday?
It's Robert's wife.
Okay.
Don't. The fact that you knew my sign language.
Oh my God.
Don't.
Oh my God, woman.
I missed it. I was looking away.
He read my mind, and that's all that mattered. Nope, that's all that mattered.
Everybody needed to miss that. Everybody.
Listen, Linda.
My little just get it.
Oh my word, stop it.
Oh my goodness.
Email
Look
to
out, Saray.
attorney.
All right, we're gonna make the rule that everybody's gonna switch their background. Like me.
Everybody has to switch their background to what?
Yeah, I added it to Zoom, but I can't make it come up. We have discovered that.
The one that Blake made with the actual LandShark coming through the door.
Yes. Oh, that's the one you want? I don't know why it's not an option. Let me look and see if I can make it.
In her account, it's in there as content, I believe.
I know. Zoom is funny these days. Can't get their shit together. Thank you.
Sorry, guys, we're dealing with some interesting things that we'll share after it's all over, and all your eyes will want to pop out of your heads.
All right. So who wants to learn drama about real estate?
No, not while we're right in the middle of it.
Who wants to learn drama state?
Drama
Real estate.
Here's the thing that I know is that if this was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Right.
The first thing you need to understand is that no deal goes exactly how it's planned. So you need to have a backup plan.
To a backup
B,
plan,
C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. I think we're like right about X right now.
Been there.
That's how many backup plans.
So anyway, the point being is that's why this is why you want to have an entrepreneur on staff.
Hey,
Blake,
well,
100%.
Blake just had it and then it popped over to this.
hey, Blake, will you can you send me the background? I'm gonna see if I can add it in.
We
Which
coded
one?
it, and we
The
went
other, the LandShark one.
The one with the shark in the doorway?
Yes.
Sure.
Will you
I'll
send me
email that
the
over.
link to it?
that has become the backdrop choice by all LandShark members. I think we need to have like a who's up, but it should be like a LandShark who's up. Should be like a no. I like who's up.
It'd be a knock. Who's up?
Who's up?
That's funny.
I like that one too. If you don't know what we're talking about, you got to go watch the TV show called The Great. It's a
on Disney.
prophetically gratuitous
It's
adult
an
situation.
occasionally true story.
Occasionally.
Adult-oriented situational chaos. Like, oh my godness.
Kids
Wow.
cannot be in the room.
Ready?
Not for children's ears or eyes.
Ready? Here's where the hook. It's on Disney Plus.
I know.
Right?
And so is Deadpool.
True.
I mean, craziness, right? So anyway, all being said, real estate drama. This is why we have to look at 100 properties, right? It's because you can literally get to the finish line and trip over a pebble and land on your face and be like, now what do I do, right? So where we're at, our data center is 2 days away from closing. We got to close by the 30th, which is technically, right? But they're like, well, you got to close by Friday. Well, by Friday, I got to figure out how to do what's called an injunction. And so basically, like in the game Monopoly, I'm trying to buy a property and somebody is not willing to sell it to me. Okay. We're trying to get a deal done in Monopoly. And I've got somebody on the other side going, don't sell them that property. I'll do a deal with you as soon as it's my turn. And that's what we got going on there. So somebody's literally trying to backdoor our deal and knock us out of the data center deal because they're horrible individuals. And what's funny is I proved this because of one thing. I'm a dragon slayer. I discovered this morning talking to the lending broker who was standing to look. He was actually going to make about $90,000 off of our deal that we got. Because of all the work that he did to get this done, right? And I'm talking to him, he's like, Tommy, do I just attract garbage or what? And I'm like, no, you don't know when to see garbage. And that's what I'm trying to, this is the moral of my story this morning, is that I told him this morning, I said, we're good people. Good people are not able to detect garbage as easily as garbage finds garbage, okay? Right? So if you want to understand what I'm talking about, it's the fact that like the person we're dealing with right now on proof of fund, because we basically bought the property, divided it from building and land. We're keeping the land and we sold the building. The person that's buying the building has been trying to buy it from me since March 26th, and they've yet to send me proof of funds or send me escrow money. And so their contract is not valid until I have proof of funds and earnest money deposit made. Earnest money deposit is what locks the contract. We've got a sales contract on the entire property, building and land collectively, but we're selling it as a building separate to this other person. And I feel like what they've done is they've gone around the backside of my deal and put themselves in a situation where they're
sabotaging
the deal, and this person that I've been dealing with is going behind me to get it.
Here's what Linda says.
The condition now is where I seen it and I tried to put a halt to it, but by that point they were already too far in. And so this person went to like the broker that's dealing with this on it, Jason, and told Jason, here, we got the money here. Let's just do the deal. And Therese and Larnell went up around me. That's why I'm like,
Jason came and told you?
no, Jason said we got to do this deal. And I'm like, bro, they already screwed me. He's like, no, they're tired of dealing with you. Let me deal with them. And so I let Jason deal with them. Jason's a good person. So then when they were lying to Jason, couldn't tell. It looked like stupidity, right? Because these people claim, they said that they've done private equity before. And yet when they say that and we tell them that we need proof of funds, they don't understand the concept of sending us a legitimate certified bank statement that says they have the ability to purchase the property. And so other people that are not liars are going to look at that and go, oh, well, you don't know what that means? Here, let me explain it. And it doesn't look like a stall tactic. It doesn't look like a outright lie. It looks like somebody who doesn't truly understand. And so honest people will try to explain it. Whereas somebody that can detect bullshit like me goes, wait a minute, time out. Like, which one are you lying about? Either you're lying about the fact that you do private equity or you lying about the fact that you don't know how a proof of funds works. So it's one or the other, because somebody that does private equity has to know the other, right? And so I am an anomaly on the bullshit side of things where I say good people can't see trash. Well, I'm not necessarily a good person. I do bad things, but I'm a good man, okay? I'm a good man, and I know I'm a good man because I had to come from the trash side of life. My dad was trash. My father knew how to lie to people and manipulate people. He would play dumb in order to buy himself time to take advantage of somebody. I seen it happen. I watched him do it. And so when I see people in my life doing it, I'm able to call them on it. But what's crazy is that the people around me are like, damn, why you gotta be so harsh? And I look like the bad guy because I'm the one going, hey, bullshit. I call a liar. And the people around me are like, oh, Tommy, you're too harsh. Oh, Tommy, you're too rough. Oh, Tommy, you're too loud. You see the way I wear my boots? Let me back up and show you. I wear
then
them like
just a
this so
heads
I can
up.
keep the bullshit off the bottom of my jeans. When I go to bed at night with my jeans on, I don't want trash on the bottom of my pants. I'll leave it on
This
my
is a
boot.
bummer. We're not live currently, so we're not getting this broadcasted.
Oh.
Let me do that right now.
So we didn't need that on Facebook and YouTube anyway. I'd be kicked off.
I'd be kicked off because it's my account.
Let me get back to behaving, but that's what I'm dealing with this morning. When I gotta go on my walk and make 5 phone calls to attorneys, lawyers, and assholes before I get my first cup of coffee and praying, it's a day to be fired up. So the moral of the story is that when my buddy said to me, he says, Tommy, do I attract garbage? No, God just gives you the ability to take it out. And so these are the opportunities to take out the trash. So again, I deal with this bullshit because I have the ability to, not because I'm a bad person. And so God surrounds me with people that need that protection. Okay. I feel like when I was working in the ER and I was a pediatric emergency room nurse, certified pediatric emergency room nurse by default. Like literally, they were like, anybody want to volunteer for the pediatric department? And I thought, that's super easy. I was the only one that volunteered. I don't know why anybody else didn't. I was like, kids, they're fun. Come on. You always get dead babies, burnt babies, broke babies. You get every baby that comes in. It's just heartbreaking. Every single one of them.
Can you quickly read this so that I can send this off
Yeah,
to
let
his
me read it.
attorney?
Anyway.
Don't read it out loud, just again, because we're live.
All right. Somebody else to talk then. I know how to censor too. I would change it from since our last communication. We've always known there was material fraud, and that's how we ended up in it. But it's not a $7 million transaction. It's 4.5 million transaction. So John committed loan fraud. He's withholding tenant estoppel. He's in bad faith coordination with the tenant, stuff like that. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
So all those things are real right there. The position is yes, that he's in total fiduciary whatever. He is not only entitled to nothing, but should be forced by a judge to remove himself from all documentation. And this demand has to happen today by 4 o'clock in order to prevent us from.
We've known for a while now about the fraud, which is why we were still proceeding and getting this done without him. The sale is 4.5 million, not 7 million.
We need to also show that not only is John not entitled to nothing, he should be forced to resign and sign the resignation letter that he was given over a month ago for this bad faith coordination and his inability to perform as manager of Sandman Holdings. We have written documentation from our funding partners and our financial partners on this project that stated that Catherine was the one doing the personal guarantee on the property, that John is only attached to Sandman Holding in name only, and was not technically assigned to it in any other way and had no real connection to it. So
Please update the email now.
please update email now for this so that we can review it.
Hey,
Good
good morning.
On the way over here.
What?
My boss called on the way over here.
Happens. We've been dealing with attorneys and 500 different Johns. Good morning. Pull up a chair. We can pull chairs from over there. Yep. Okay. Got lots of people here. I feel like we need cameras to show everybody here. No,
No, her camera's right there.
we need to set up like a classroom. We can
Yeah.
pull the chairs around so everybody can, the biggest thing you got to see
You
is
do
that.
see that you're showing everybody the conversation you told me to be private.
Well, I'm not showing it online.
Oh, you're not showing it.
No.
Got it.
They can see because
It's
they're
okay.
sitting right here.
All right, so everyone that doesn't have the background up, go change the background right now.
No, so here's the deal. I think it'll be fine tomorrow because
Okay.
we're already, I've made it the default going forward, but because this
Okay.
one has already started, you'd all have to log out to log back in. I was able to just add my own. So
Got it.
tomorrow it'll be this way.
Let's
Cool.
pull it up.
Okay.
Let's highlight Blake real quick so we can discuss our background. real quick.
Okay. And anybody who has deals, raise your hands who has deals because we're going to run through those.
Deal.
Blake, we were running through a deal of yours yesterday, right?
Correct, we were.
Did you are we continuing on with that one, or was that
Yeah,
one?
well, that was, I think we gave it a prompt to run and then that's where we left it, right? Or did you?
We
keep it?
left it with creating an LOI for it. So that's just something you send off to the broker.
A letter of interest, not intent, right?
Correct.
Right, so it wrote the letter of interest, so we can take a look at that. I also want to pay attention, we got some people that came in this morning to be a part of the show here in Scottsdale, so we're always encouraging people to come out, be a part of the program, and run deals and learn how to do presentations, real estate deals using AI. I spent a lot of time selling property. I've been selling property since I was 14 years old, and by taking all that knowledge and input and putting it into the Deal Hunter program that we use daily to run deals was more so as like an act of service. Right before everyone showed up, I was on a bitching campaign about why good people are. It's hard for good people to see bad people's intentions, and it's because they don't think that way. Right? Like good people just don't think like liars and assholes and cheaters. Right? But unfortunately, I was raised by liars, assholes, and cheaters. So I know what they look like, smell like, walk like, and talk like, right? And so it's easy for me to dictate that and find it. So we're building into LandShark Mastermind the ability to do these due diligence reports because cutting down the risk is going to make it easier for you to stay away from bad guys, thieves, and crooks, right? And so Blake has a partner in here that he works with a little bit. Katya's out today, right?
I'm not sure why she's not here.
I said something yesterday about she had something to do today, but Blake and Katya worked very hard on the LandShark Mastermind side, out going and getting us properties and deals to find and work. They're diligently daily out tracking down, trying to find 100 properties a week to run. And joke and jest, but Katya is a magnet for finding the diamond in the rough, right? And so accepting her role in that is something that we're working on because she's able to find these tough properties, but that require that level of.
But it also matches her investor profile,
right?
that which is what we're doing with you guys.
She's got that ability to be a nice, persistent, patient individual through the process, right? And that's why she's able to find these dirt dog projects that require somebody with that expertise and skill set. And being able to work with like our professionals in here, Cicely's licensed, she's the
California
MHP queen of California, right? So she's able to work with our partners out there in California on these deals and finding the right ones to put all this together. But Blake had run up a deal yesterday, so why don't we start there?
And just really quick, Cicely or Saray, do you guys have deals that you want to run through today?
No, but I do have an experience I'd like to share. Okay. And I'm quiet. A lot of times I have homeschool and I'm working in the background. So I listen and I'm taking in the information. So I use LandShark. I have a mobile home park I'm working with, and I'm working with the consumer, and the consumer is dealing with a situation where they're trying to take their home, and they found the mobile home park they found a legal loophole to basically still as many people's homes as they want. It's really bad.
Wow.
Really, really ugly. And I figured it out. I figured it out because I studied the laws when I was
Right.
younger, and I saw the section, the civil code, and I was like, they can't do that. So then I started digging, and then I went on LandShark and I looked them up, and I saw all these lawsuits. I saw like 10 different lawsuits. And so I was able to send this to the client, and the client, so now the client actually has a potential huge lawsuit that he can file. And
That could be a class action.
I was able to gather all the information from LandShark. So I was like, it just dawned on me. I was like, let me try this. Let me just wing it. We figured out that they're doing this across the board, all of their mobile home parks, and it's causing a lot of homelessness. And I'm like, and the crazy thing is my broker is friends with him. I called my broker and I said, hey, I found out that this company, they're stealing homes. And he's like, Cicely, back off. He's like, you don't have the lawyers. You're not equipped to deal with this. He's like, I'm amazed that you discovered something. He's like, just stay away. And I was like, oh my, but it's some crazy stuff going on. My broker was like, just stay out of it.
Okay, but here's the thing, you guys, when good people stand by and do nothing, that's worse than the criminal themselves. Like that'd be the conversation I'd be having with if he was my broker.
Yeah.
And I'd be looking for another freaking broker to work for. Like, I'm sorry, but that is like,
right.
Well, again, it goes back to, and I can relate to that because while I was in nursing school, I had a instructor in nursing school, male instructor, who literally said, you're in a female dominated industry, suck it up and shut it up. Because I wanted to recruit and retain more men to nursing. I wanted I wanted the population of male nurses to reach over 20%. Literally, there's on the floor nurses, there's less than 3% male nurses on the floor. So when women talk about equality, like, and I experience this quite well, women, all the female nurses, like, yeah, again, it depended on the shoes you were wearing as a nurse. And so if you're a male patient or a female patient, like I remember so many times it wasn't really the patients that were difficult, it were the nurses that had attitudes. I'm not saying women are catty, I'll let them say that for themselves, but we would literally have to break up a nurse and a patient from fighting, and I would have to adopt all these females that like were catty with each other because the female nurses wouldn't deal with these catty patients or whatever.
Wow.
Right. And so that dynamic of female estrogen. So anyway, I know we're in real estate, but Cicely was talking about was using Deal Hunter to problem solve instead of finding deal. And so we're just moving through some of that this morning and talking about it. Tamara, welcome to the podcast this morning. Did you send me the investor survey? I swear to God, I thought I'd seen it on Friday last week, but then for whatever reason could never re-find it over the weekend to work on.
You're muted. Tamara, you're muted. We can't hear you.
Did
Is
it on Sunday. Sorry about that.
Can you do me a favor and resend it so that we can pull that up and run that for you?
Uh-huh. I'll try and find it.
That would be great. Again, like I get.
Do you think it went to my email when I finished it? Or where do I find it?
Go back to the conversation, the results.
Okay.
The GPT, copy the results from the survey and then email those to me at tommy@titanimpactgroup.com.
Okay. And then I sent it to my partners to fill out as well.
That'd be
And then I just rescheduled a call with you on Friday.
Perfect. Let's get you that survey. That would help me during that conversation. Otherwise, just sit there and maybe talk about bingo school and stuff like that. But
No.
Bill sent over hers. Did you send over yours?
So I got to question like 45 previously.
The paid version?
Okay.
I'm gonna pay
Yeah.
the $20 a month version.
I sent it to my partners to fill out as well. So hopefully you get it from them.
It's just like a woman.
Dewan just joined us.
Again, hey, I'm just saying, like, if you go and split dinner with a woman, you think you're gonna be friends that night? What?
Okay.
Coming up. Listen, I'm on the therapist couch this morning, so I don't know what else to say. Dijon,
Did you do the
what's
survey?
going on?
Did you send it?
How's it going, everybody?
Go
Let's
into
you got
ChatGPT
your,
copy
survey
and
back. Did you
email
see
it
it?
to Tommy at Titan.
I've been trying to put it into processes, and it was really good breakdown.
You want to run through it and get an analysis this morning on it?
The one you sent me back, right?
The one I got, Catherine. Can you pull that up and share the screen on?
Let me open it on my.
The other thing for everybody else, I just want to make sure everybody understands the numbers of like looking for deals and the ratio. So
Okay.
everybody understands like what their homework is. So do that while I pull this up.
So again, this is the example. So trying to close a $7 million deal this morning. I got to go to court to take people to court to get that done. What that causes is it delays the process. Like, because the pipeline to get here, I looked at 1,000 deals to get to this one. Now it's falling on its face at the finish line, right? So this is the importance to not giving up on looking for deals daily, is because you've got to go through 100 of them to get to one. You're going to run across people that are liars, cheaters, and thieves, and you've got to know how to work and navigate that. Not saying that you have to negotiate with a liar, cheater, or thief. You just have to know how to play the monopoly game alongside of them. They don't go away, right? And so that's Cicely sharing what she just had. I've been using Deal Hunter this morning to work through this contract and pointing out things like, for example, we signed a purchase agreement that said that there was tenants and a lease in place. Today, there's not a tenant in the building and the lease is in default. So guess what? Like, their purchase contract is in default, but they're disagreeing with that. It's like, guess what? I got you.
Notebook LM. I was looking in ChatGPT.
And so with the fact that in Notebook LM, you got me talking sideways, or there's more than one. The situation where we got to go through 100 deals to get to that one is literally because of how difficult it can be to pin one deal down, right? And so getting through all the BS, like that's where you're going to end up. So currently we got 6 deals in closing, but it was literally at least 1,000 deals to try and get there. So Blake and Cicely and Katya and Saray, you guys are doing the work that needs to be done for a community to be able to get 3 deals a month done. And so I just wanted to make sure the group understands the value to this community is from the ability to sort through bullshit faster than anybody solo can.
Right. And to understand and appreciate like us doing this way before AI, the insane amount of hours and days and weeks that it would take to actually get through even a couple of deals. Now we're able to go through them. Like, Blake, how many deals are you essentially analyzing on a day or in a week, do you think? Because you're like actively like you and Katya.
Cicely too. Cicely does it. She just shy. Cicely's waiting to get her diamond. Cicely's not going to show up with trash.
Cicely's
Here is my gem.
she's so funny.
She's not showing up with trash.
I'm learning, I'm listening, I'm absorbing. I'm coming. I'll be coming out.
Ray, on the other hand, is trying to find a $40 million deal for me to suck up. And
It's like go big or go home,
she's
baby.
like,
I love her.
Cowboy, let's go. So I see that. Let's share the screen
Okay.
so that they can see the notebook LM.
And then I would say I'd probably go through like 15 to 25 a day.
See right
average.
there. 15, he likes doing 15 to 25 deals a day.
Right there. We got to. I get 150 a day, 160 a day.
I would say like if you want everybody to be at least analyzing 10 deals a day.
It's good practice. LandShark Strategic Business Plan 4 block. Over on the right side under sources, your studio, you're going to go to Savage System Blueprint.
This one, you want me to play it?
Play it. Just hit the play button. And so here we go. So
This is what you guys are going to get.
Yes, sir.
He's the managing principal on his project out there in Georgia, right?
North Carolina.
North Carolina, North Kakalaki. Next one. So right now he's presently an operator, and what we're trying to do is get him over to a systems architect with the opportunity to be an enterprise owner of his deal down there. Him and I are cut from the same cloth, basically, when it comes to what we're trying to do out there with multifamily development, affordable housing, and all the work he's doing. He's very big into the hustle. He's very big into the active time, but we hope that with this presentation, there's some reality checks here. So let's go next. So in his assessment that he took, it indicated that what he is primarily a systems architect. He believes in the systems way of thinking. And then a secondary position is a cash flow philosopher, right? He's able to think inside of a cash flow way. So what this breaks down to is got repeatable workflow with predictable income. And what he ends up building is institutional wealth, like big money. Like those are powerful tools. Next one. So the systems architect edge is that they understand repeatable workflows. They can they're really good at delegation and automation. They believe in having a strong foundation, such as infrastructure. And then they also have a scalability mindset. And building out is important when you're building big projects like affordable housing. Right. So within this, there's the primary focus is the predictable, durable income, and then having a leverage logic. And so what that does is it allows for there to be like, I'm making money, and then I'm going to leverage that to make more money, right? And continue to make more money. And when you're able to build a pyramid of money, right? So many people hear the word pyramid, they immediately think scheme. And that comes from the fact that somebody utilized skills and systems to outmaster the system, right? And so everybody hears pyramid, but guess what? Like, we still don't know how to build the damn thing. So when I say pyramid, I think about the fact that our ability to do that level of development and design and technology is gone because we forgot it. And so when I talk about it in the financial world, we have forgotten some financial tricks like building pyramids out of our cash. And we've done that because society says, oh, you got to have a new car, new shoes, new house, new cat, new dog, like all these cool things. And what we're doing is we're fulfilling this psychological or emotional need. So inside of this, it shows here that with that primary focus and that leverage logic, it fits well with apartment ownership and a stabilized cash flow portfolio. Doing good and doing well with what he's got, right? So this grows into generational wealth, right? And this is how it works. Next one. So anybody here heard of the SWOT analysis? Strengths and weaknesses over opportunities and threats. SWOT. So within his assessment, these are the things that came out as a identifier of that simple breakdown, right? And what do you think, Dewan? Is this like legit? Is this not you a bit?
The only thing I would say on the weaknesses is more the managing team complexity is and putting the right team in place that can handle all these different avenues for development, because there's so many arms. And with me being a land guy, construction and land guy, but mainly land, it's so many avenues. And So that temptation to scale piece is another one. It's like the scale piece is more temptation to go into too many lanes, too many different
Rather than
lanes.
optimize first.
Right. Well, I would encourage you to go check out my book called Blue Collar Revolution on
Amazon.
it's on Amazon. Blue Collar Revolution, helping contractors gain knowledge and efficiency through using AI. And so, like, you've used free estimates, I'm assuming, the AI.
Well, I don't do contracting or anything. Everything around me revolves around the.
This is where that weakness comes in. There's strength behind the AI free estimates that you haven't discovered yet. So you're a ground guy, right? I built this thing for me specifically. I'm a ground guy. And so I can actually feed it a site plan with cut and fill, how long, how much, and everything within 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
See, I told you.
Okay.
Wow. Like you can feed it an elevation cut and it'll come back and tell you how many trucks you need. It'll tell you what equipment to use. It'll tell you where to go rent it.
That I do need.
Okay, thank you. Next.
Sure.
So inside of this, what Savage has going on here, and I'm going to just switch his name to Savage because I want to say his first name so many different ways that I get confused. So I'm going to be like the Ron, the John, the.
Don't worry, man. I've heard it 1,000 ways.
Out real long, Juan, right? But the core focus right here is like where you need to be looking and getting expanded into the BTRs. I love that it's not talking about this guy as like he's a rookie. Like everything is talking about like because he's at that level. He's professional level. He's not a newcomer.
Right.
So build your recurring cash flow before you chase complexity, right? And that would be starting those syndications, going into 40-acre properties to do big subdivisions, right? Like I know you can handle it, but we got to get the resume to do that.
And have it, the
Next.
systems in place.
So over the next 30 days, this is going to be your 90-day blueprint, right? And you're going to set up infrastructure and deal flow, set up teams and pipelines, and then bust into the first acquisition and what you're going to be able to do with that. Maybe it's a minor divide. I don't know what the rules are out there in North Carolina, but I know, for example, out here in Arizona, I can buy 5 acres. I can split it 4 times and I don't have to ask anybody's permission to do it. I pay for a survey and it record those three new parcel ID numbers, and it cost me less than 10 grand to create 4 new properties, right?
Well, and he could have a conversation with Deal Hunter about building out these systems and just having them be repeatable.
Absolutely. And I would suggest that he upgrades to the AI package that we have.
Right.
That gets him the Rosetta Stone, the AI voice, and the virtual team. Right. So go ahead and hit the next one right there. What we're looking at is these are your checklists, right? To find and get yourself situated with this. Go to the next one. Explaining like how to set this up exactly. You can literally like screenshot this, put it in your GPT and make it creative. They create SOPs for me, create investor presentation for me, create off-market outreach campaigns. Bring those to us and say, hey, Blake, I'll cut you a part of the deal. You go get me a piece of property in North Carolina.
That
Right.
matches this criteria.
Boom.
That's the whole point of all of us working
Like,
together.
You gotta feed
Yeah.
bird dogs and birds to go bird dog off. Next number. And that's why your membership here is important. It's because you have access to these people to do this stuff with, right? So what we do here is we're trying to get you into a situation where you're able to send out qualified letters of intent, get an asset closed, and then put that into the management blueprints, right? To set that up. So knowing what that looks like comes from how to establish each one of these things and doing the 12-month business plan, infrastructure to the first deal, stabilization, scale support, and then enterprise position. You're going to repeat this cycle until you reach that or achieve that level of satisfaction. So here's my pyramids. Every one of them got pyramids in it. I don't care. And the reason why is because I use what's called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This is your hierarchy of funding architecture. You got your primary layer where we can do commercial conventional funding. You got your second layer where within Titan 23 we can do your private money. We can do your refis, and then you've got your backup layer to what if the bottom 2 don't work? Well, that's where we have the joint venture already built into the membership with LandShark. We create those private equity memberships with you and go into risk mitigation on larger development. So again, that's why my criteria box is $1 million or an acre. And if so, Savage wants to go and grab a 10-acre piece, but it's over 500. Come on, it's still because I can make that can make a piece worth more than $1 million. I know how to do that. So what we got here is the architecture KPI dashboard, where you need to be. Here's your matrix. So you have an idea of what it's going to look like for savvy enterprises to exist. So we always have pillars revolving around risk management, because without pillars, you risk the roof falling on your head, right? And so we might have a stable foundation, but if we don't have 4 solid corners, what we put over the top of us could collapse on us, right? And so these are the rules that you must follow in order to make sure that you have full understanding of what you're going into. Like we have right now, we're faced with a massive issue, but because of documentation, ensuring that our internal systems are in place, we stress tested our underwriting to the hill. We can't force people not to lie on an application, because that's where all of our problems start. Like when we do what's called a root cause analysis, RCA shows us that the root cause of our not closing the data center for $7 million, 100% revolves around somebody choosing to lie on an application.
So I want to pause and give that lesson. I want to make sure we come back to that, why this is a critical piece.
Let
Never.
me get through. I don't want Savage to get sabotaged by the
Right.
walls. So, and then right here, no cutting corners.
Yep.
On compliance or reporting.
Yep.
Like
We'll
if
talk
you're
about that
willing
for a
to
minute.
ready for this? We've got somebody that owes us money. They owe us $5,000 a month. They defaulted. We told them that it's accelerated now to $6,000 a month. They decided 3 months later, well, we'll send you 5,000. If I accept the 5,000, do I get to make claim to the 6,000 they actually owe me? Yes
No.
or no? Do I?
No.
Because I took the what? I took the 5,000 and I reset the term. Their convenience, not mine, right? So I have to be willing to say, here's your $5,000 back, give me 6, and then we're even.
So you're legally in
But
compliance.
legally, no, I can't take 5,000, because that's called a settlement, right? So when we're taught as children to agree and don't argue and compromise, guess what happens? It makes you a weak business person. Oops, mama's manners don't mean shit. I'm mad at my grandma.
So this is the end of this. So I just want to share with everybody.
Show the last slide or no?
That was the last slide.
Okay.
So really quick, here's the thing, you guys, like as you become more and more successful, you're going through, you're doing deals.
More, and she showed up.
There she is. We
Okay,
love
I'm
more.
more.
Is that you're going to fill out lots of applications, lots of documentation. Eventually, you're going to build out what's called an SREO, which is essentially your resume of all the deals you've done and structured, and make sure that everything is linked so that it's all in one place. Never ever lie or even embellish, because it'll always come back and bite you. It's better to be really conservative and undervalue what it is you've done and how you've done it, because at least the team that's working with you knows how to work with that. But if there's been straight up lying and fraud, this is a piece of what we're dealing with.
Bad people try to play dumb to get away with shit.
Well, and what happens in the world of I have to SEC is who I have to basically report to for all the deals. And there's something called a bad actor. And so when we're doing full background checks on people, if they've lied, committed fraud, all these things, these are the things that have them be considered a bad actor. Therefore, I need to cut them out to protect my investors. That's what I'm legally required to do. So don't ever do anything that has you be labeled a bad actor, because you can never ever get rid of that label legally ever. Once it's with you, and that's it.
Never get rid of it.
It's not like
we had lunch with a guy who was trying to get us to raise $10 million. I did a background check on the guy while I went to the bathroom, came back, I'm like, let's go. She's like, what? I'm like, because we gotta go. And
even us to Tommy's point, us sitting and having lunch with him, that put us in legal jeopardy.
lunch.
We have a friend of ours, and I can tell his whole story, but long story short, him and his business partner actually went to prison for having lunch with a bad actor. And that bad actor, a couple of years later, did something illegal. And the IRS went around them basically and said, you should have known what they were doing. And because we can't catch him and he has left the country, we're putting you in jail because you were associated. So you guys need to this is really serious.
Why it's important to do the due diligence. And so that goes back to what I was trying to share with Savage. Because brother, I've been doing dirt a long time, and bad actors show up in that deal all the time. There's a way around dealing with bad actors. That's why I have friends that can deal with bad actors, and then I deal with those people. That person's not a bad actor, and I can get it done. What you got, Cicely?
How do we know if somebody's a bad actor so we don't
Do
associate?
background checks.
Okay.
Do full deep dive background checks on everybody. And if you need more information about that, let me know because I'll work with my legal team to get that done for you.
Deal Hunter has the ability to do a small deep dive.
That's
and then
true.
I also have an AI written by a lawyer that lets me do a bigger deep dive. And then if we actually are taking more than a certain dollar amount, I do a professional deep dive with our SEC attorney who goes and checks what the color their underwear were when they were born. So like we'll figure it out.
Saray. She's all, babies don't wear underwear.
We'll find out.
I heard you, Saray.
More.
Okay, deals. Whose deals are we running?
Moore's got a deal, right? We got a deal.
I sent you the term sheet, but I can't share a screen right now. My thing is acting funny. But I sent you I also did 90,000. I know you told me to do 60,000 and 120,000 down for this RB perk, but I also did 90 just to
Okay.
compare that. I sent it to your email.
20, right?
Say that again.
60, 90, and 120, right?
Correct.
Let me get it up on the screen. Catherine, you're gonna share it here real quick. Blake's got that deal ready to cook, right?
I can
Can
pull
we
up the
have-
LOI.
We can have Blake go.
Blake,
I
pull it
need
up,
to.
real quick so that Catherine can pull those numbers. And then as Laura is doing our transaction coordination right now on 2 deals, we got 2 deals going in the closing, I think, right now. All right, here we are. This is the Nest Complex Hangar 1 over on Helm Drive. We did not make it by there last night, but we'll go look at it today. Go ahead and go down. Pricing and seller terms. Confirm current asking price. Okay. Instruction status. Occupancy permits and sign off. Okay. And then if they want proof of funds, we can send Catherine's PFS statement, REO, certified, going down. Reason for extended market time, condo association documents. We also want to know about their fuel cells. So if that goes fuel farm agreement, use of regs, stuff like that. Airport taxi access, confirmation, yep, title survey, easement, legal, yep, good. I would send that, and then are you signing it? Titan Impact Group and sending it from your Titan email.
Oh, you're talking to me. Sorry. No, let's see what email I sent. Oh, it's a shared Google document. Let me just reshare it so you have it at the top.
Who was sharing their screen or more?
That LOI was for the hangar. That was my deal.
That's what I thought. So did you go ahead and send that email to them, but make sure it's from your Titan Impact one?
We'll do.
Oh, thank you. So send that and see what we get. And again, if they want proof of funds or whatever, we can send over Catherine's PFS.
Personal financial statement. You're all going to want to start building yours. That could be a whole lesson.
Can you share? it?
Sure. Yep.
All right, thanks, Blake. So this is from Amore. I got Caitlin's and I got
You got Caitlin, Tamara,
Tamara.
Camille.
Mara
Yep.
and Camille and
So we'll get theirs done so we can get their buy boxes ready. I'm not seeing anything from Amore.
Let me see it. Send it directly to you, Catherine.
Is this it?
Says term agreement. Here, just sent it to you. I sent it to Catherine's email too now.
Katia.
Oh, there it is. Tommy, right under.
There it is.
Lynch.
These are the terms, right?
Yes.
Purchase price.
You want to save that and bring that in?
They probably definitely want less than 7 years, but I didn't know what you wanted me to change that to, so I thought we could talk about it.
No, I think we're gonna change it to 2. Let me pull it in and run it.
Did you already have a GPT running with this deal?
Oh, I did.
I don't. I don't want.
Do you
Oh, you want to start it from 0? Okay.
Titan
Yeah, just
23
so that-
Hunter? You want me to pull the okay
Well,
and then talk to it?
yeah. So I need to analyze what's going on. Is it working? I need to analyze this term sheet and I want to respond back with terms for owner financing on this RV park. The terms that I want is a $60,000 down, which is 10% of the asking price, which is 600,000. I want to show them a 10%, 20%, 15 down opportunity for owner financing. I want the term to be for 2 years with a 20-year amortization and balloon payment after 2 years with an extension to go to 3 years. And I want to see what their monthly payment would be on all 3 cycles and what their total payoff amount will be after the term. Create this term sheet now in a Canvas so I can edit, copy out.
So if y'all are paying attention, he's talking it through rather than typing, because when we type, we condense what we want to say and we want as much as we can say because it gives the context.
Here. It's really what works better for it. Because if you try to be concise and all that, it can mess up easier doing that than doing it the other way. So here we go. What do we got? So we're showing 6% interest only, all that. 10% down to 60,000, financing 540, put out. So over that 24-month period, we're gonna owe them monthly payment of 3,869. And our window on this, correct me if I'm wrong, Amor, I think that they were saying that we make monthly a $5,400 a month, I think.
Something like that.
Correct, okay. So let's keep going through it, so, because we gotta pay attention to that.
Sorry.
Just hit the X up at the top with your left. It'll pull it back in now. Okay, the left. Yep. So option one shows that they're going to get an estimated total payments over 24 months of about $92,000, and then we'll have an estimated balloon payment of 510, and so they'll walk away with 603,000 basically, and that's because of the amortization. If we did that interest only, it's going to change it again. We'll do it in a minute. But let's just run through this. Giving them 90 down brings us down to a payment of $36.54. And at the end, total payout after 24 months plus the balloon, they went down in price a little bit. It's going to be
$569.
I don't think it's taken into account the $90,000. So keep going down. We'll see. I don't think it is. It's not. Okay, keep going. So the payment adjusts only by $200. Basically, it goes from 38 to 36 to 34, right? The payment for them is anywhere between 3,500 and 4,000.
Right.
And then we're making 54 and we're covering on that, but no expenses.
Right.
Keep going down.
This is where we always say, do the numbers, and the numbers tell you what to do. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm running through the numbers so that we can see this.
Go all the way down there. Hit the talk button. I noticed in the economics that you didn't include the $90,000 down payment into the final projections. If that is correct, make that adjustment now. And so now it'll just rewrite that canvas.
So it's thinking. It's done when it's a circle with the lines.
But if you scroll up, you can actually see it rewriting in real time. See it right there. It's
So
rewriting.
option one. Okay.
Stalled out for some reason, but
No, it's still doing it.
it's down.
Option two.
So watch, it'll change it. There we go.
It's changing it all right now. We're watching AI think.
Because
and
again,
work.
what we're doing is we're trying to make sure more fire chief extraordinaire understands the value to doing the owner finance. Because if he's want to make sure he understands that the value is 450. We're giving him 659.
Okay, got it.
You see what I'm saying? Because that's truly the only way it really makes sense. Then we can go out there and cash flow it at 75, 85, 95 a month. And it makes sense for it to be that high because now the value's there. If we can get the cash flow to 95, if the value's at 650 there.
So I think for the benefit of everybody here, can you explain like the different terms that we can negotiate? Just because somebody says they want this much, there's all sorts of ways to structure it. So that's a win-win.
Right. So you got, well, there's only really two terms that you negotiate in the contract, price and time. Those are the only two things that are really your negotiables. Everything else is what they call a contingency. I want the refrigerator. I want the appliances. I want you to fix the roof. Those are all contingent, right, to the terms. But the terms are always price and time. So when you're negotiating, if people want you to close fast and pay full price, that's a red flag. You gotta work with me on something. So either I'm gonna pay less fast or I'm going to pay your price, but it's gonna take me a month. Because I want to take my time trying to figure out if that price is valuable, if that price is worth it, right? And so you either give me 90 days to close instead of 30, or I take 30% off the price and we close in 30 days. Which one you want? Right?
And Deal Hunter helps figure out by doing the numbers, which one is
And
a win-win for
I wanna
everybody.
know what I can, give me a time option and give me a price option, and I'll present that. This one right here is owner finance. So what I'm doing here is we can close immediately, because if all I have to do is put 10% down and take over the entire project, my cash out front of what I'm gonna be making has to be greater than 25% in. Does that make sense? Because I'm fine.
Wait, say that again. Can you say that again?
So my 10% buy-in, I'm getting the income coming in. I have to make sure that I'm 25% higher on that income so that I can pay the loan that I'm asking, right? So and it's called DSCR, and it's debt service
Ratio.
Has to be.
But what was the 25% thing that you said?
That's the DSCR. That would be at 25%, because if our monthly payment, let's just use round numbers, if our monthly mortgage payment's $1,000, I need to be paying $1,250 from the renter.
Got it. I understand now. Okay.
For this property, as a landlord, I'm paying $1,000 a month in the mortgage for the property. My renter, in order for me to cover that, needs to pay $1,250.
Got it. Okay.
Because my renter pays my mortgage. and then I need to make
Right.
profit.
But
Otherwise,
we still have to make some money on it.
right, because there's expenses, there's taxes, it's called PITS, there's interest, so those are things to look at. Did it finish it? It's holy crap, it's slow.
It finally finished.
Okay, so basically what that shows is that the numbers
Go to
change
option.
slightly enough
Option one.
for them to understand. This is what I would send them. Because here it shows at the end, on the 10% down, it's at 663. At the 15% down, keep going down, it shows that they're at they've added $50,000 by taking 15%, go again, and then here you can see that this one's at 682. Oops.
Sorry.
That one's at 682 total. So it's got the lowest monthly payment but the highest down, right? And so if we
So they get to decide what's important to them.
so, and then if we wanted to, we can adjust it down to 5% and hit them low on an interest rate of 5% instead of 6. If they say, no, I want 6, okay, well, we can do that.
Do you want to run the 5%?
Okay, we can send it back to them or do that.
Okay.
All right, Saray, thank you so much. Glad you came in. Look forward to our meeting later with the Florida crew. When is that? Did we figure that out yet, tomorrow?
I thought it was on the calendar.
I think it is.
On Monday, it's on a calendar.
You want me to send this chat to Amor?
Send this chat to Amor. And then Amor, if you want to put in there 5%,
Okay.
and put in there 5% interest and give it to them like that, then that way there's room to negotiate up, right?
Love it. All right. And then you want me, I'll just send it to them with these options with
Yeah.
5%.
Still at 5% interest and change it and boom.
So Amor, I'm just putting it at the bottom of the document so that you can
Oh, thank you.
carry on the conversation there.
Okay. Thank you. And you're sending me the link. Okay.
Hey, just put it in your document.
Oh, got it. Thank you.
Your Google term right
Yeah,
there.
okay, I got it. Yeah, got it. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll work on it.
Who's number next?
There we go. No, that was it. So it's already 10:05, 10:06. Blake, you got yourself situated on this deal. Send that letter of interest and get the results. Make sure to incorporate me on that email out, see what we get. We'll go from there.
And I think what I want to start doing is I want to start getting like everybody's buy box, and then we could put it into a spreadsheet, and then like Blake and Katya, anybody who's like just doing the hunting part, they could literally start doing searches for that criteria to help find deals that meet that buy box, and then we could collaborate and do things together if anybody's interested in having Blake and Katya go have fun searching for deals like that.
Well, once we have our Florida meeting, I think we'll know more.
I think
Okay.
that's a good idea.
Okay. Do you want to close us out?
I will do it. All right, everybody, bow your head. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the blessing of the state and the blessing of. We ask that you protect those that position themselves against us as enemies, because it was through you that they will receive all of their just dues. Give us the strength to refrain from vengeance and only seek your will in your name we pray. Amen. Pray for your enemies because somebody needs to. That's all I got to say. But,
Cool.
thank you, and we'll see everybody later.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye.